Today, Brent is tying up his version of the popular lunch money fly created by Matt Bennett. This is a very sought-after pattern, and that can be fished with several methods. The fly has been proven for many species. Let's go to the bench with Brent.
Good day, everyone. Welcome to the segment on the bench. Today I'll tie you up a variation of the lunch money. I'm going to be starting here. I have a size 1 jig hook in the vise. It's a Gamakatsu. Very good strong hooks. I'll be using some 210 denier flat wax thread. Tying on some 3/16 red dumbbell eyes. These are the real eyes. They have the pupil right in them. I'll X that on. Then you can go around the base of them like so. Just kind of helicopter that, and that'll tighten that right up. You only need cement. The lunch money calls for rabbit strips. You pierce it, and then you have to use that part for the tail. The trouble is, what I don't like about that, or my preference is, you see one side of the hide. There's only one side of it that has the hair on it, of course. So what I like to use is these are selected woolly bugger plumes. And you can buy it at, I know Wapsi's makes it. I've got some here. And that's a great material for streamers. I'm going to tie those butts all the way up to the head, behind the head, and then it'll come back. It's 210 year thread, 210 denier thread. I'm putting a lot of pressure on that. I'll just take a little white over the top for the belly. This is a really cool fly. The lunch money has got a great reputation. There's any streamer fisherman knows all about this one. Then we'll come in with some silly legs. These are orange and black, I believe. Use whatever colors you like, whatever legs you like. Tie 2 on each side. And come just past the tail, nip them off. There's not a lot of flash and bling on this fly, and that's good because I think a lot of times we get a little carried away on the flash, and it actually, sometimes it attracts trout and sometimes, or fish, and sometimes they'd rather look at something a little more natural. So that's what I'm going to go with here. If I want to put some more flash on there or whatever, go for it. This is the way I prefer to tie them. Now, the tail and the lunch money also, like I say, with the strip of the rabbit, and then they wound that on for the body. So what I'm going to do here, I'm taking some dubbing brush wire. This is small dubbing brush wire, which is super thin. It's stainless steel and very strong. I'm going to throw a 1/2 inch in there. Get my dubbing brush table in. If you don't have an Norvise or dubbing brush table, you can build dubbing blocks. You can buy dubbing blocks. You can make your own brushes quite easily, or you can use dubbing loops. So now what I'm going to do is make myself a brush. I'll use some of this bar ginger rabbit. This is cross-cut. It's coming off the side. It's kind of a little easier to work with that way. I'll cut it off the hide and just lay it on my table. But what that does is eliminates me wrapping all that leather on the shank. I can get a little more hair on it, on the pattern that way, and I get it all sticking out from the side, just perpendicular from the wire. It looks really good. So there I've got about 4 inches at least. Then I'll take just some golden brown ice tub here. You can use whatever color you like. And I'm just going to sprinkle a little of that on the top. There we go. Now I'll grab my wire as soon as I find it. There it is, so fine you can hardly see it. But this is really strong, the stainless steel wire. I'll lay it over top of the thread and the materials. Lift it up carefully. Try not to move enough. If you have trouble that anything sliding away on you, just a good tip is just put some dubbing wax on that wire before you pull it over. I'm going to spin that a lot until I start feeling it in my fingers wanting to turn. Now I can feel it wanting to turn down here, so I'm done. Any more than that, you'll break it. There's been a little bit of that thread caught in that eye. That's all right. Got a couple turns in here. Grab a brush. You see the core on that is nice and bright. And you see the hair is just wanting to stick out naturally, and it really breathes that way. It's really worthwhile doing. I like doing dubbing brushes that way because the breathability is just incredible. I do that on so many flies. I just like that technique. So then I'll just come kind of play with it, just preen it back as we go forward. Come right behind the eyes. I'm coming right in behind tight. Piece of bit of that stem off that tail material, that marabou. So there you have a great, this is really going to breathe, got enough sparkle, just enough to kind of make a little interesting. I'll take a little couple whip finish in there, just hold things tidy. Okay, now for the cheeks, I'm just going to add a little bit of this fluorescent hot orange. This is Senos laser dub. We're going to finish the fly with this material, and this is great stuff. I know Matt Bennett uses that. He loves it. I do too. It's just, and so many others. It's one of the best materials going out there, in my opinion. Put a little of that orange on each side. Now this is going to ride, remember it's going to ride up, the dumbbell eyes are saying top, so it's going to reverse. You want it tied up that way so it doesn't get hung up in the rocks and weeds and so forth. Very user friendly. And bring in some white. I'll come in just right here. We'll just lay a little bit of white right on top. There we go. Now we'll get my tying thread ahead. Turn it up. I've got the top color is going to be some Sculpin Olive laser dub. That's a really nice blend. Very nice coloration. I'm going to grab a little bit more. It's kind of a bulky fly and pushes some water. It's one of the best streamers ever come up. I think Charlie Craven had a fly that was very similar. I think if I remember Matt Bennett, give him credit, he said I just kind of tricked it out a little bit from his pattern. That happens a lot when we're designing flies or seeing flies and you just change materials for whatever the reason may be, and all of a sudden you created something a little different. Put your own name on it if you want. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. But I just like to, if I know of the originator, I definitely want to give them credit. It's not a fly I designed. That's for damn sure. So they'll come across. You can just tie that down with a white thread. And if you want to color it, just put a little marker pen on your thread if you want to say red or whatever color suits you. Sometimes it's good just to keep it natural looking. There we go. Tie that off. Now I'll grab my bone dry, Solarez bone dry. But you streamer guys are definitely going to want some of these in your box and tie some up, get your materials. I'll get the Solarez on there. Get my torch. Get the flash going there. Don't want the flash. I want solid color. Get that all done in. That's great. Hook that on. Grab my brush and just brush it out. The lunch money. So thanks to Matt Bennett for putting this fly out there, and it's mass produced by a lot of companies too. So you can get these at any shop pretty much, I would think. If not, I'm starting to do a little custom order somewhere. If I don't do any commercial orders anymore, I just do some custom stuff. So if you need something, I can help you out. So there you are, lunch money fly. This is kind of a 10. It's going to be riding this way in the current. So got the hook pointed up, keeps you out of the vegetation and rocks. And this fly fishes super, super well for all kinds of species, all kinds of lines, all kinds of retrieve. One of the most versatile flies you're going to throw. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you again real soon.
We appreciate Brent sharing another one of his favorite flies. Contact him for custom fly orders. Thanks for joining us today. Take care and conserve the waters. The fly is tied on a size 1 jig hook using 210 denier flat wax thread and figure 8 red 3/16 reel eyes under the front. The tail is 2 plumes 10 woolly bugger marabou topped with white marabou and accented with 2 barred black and orange barred silly legs. The body is a brush created with ginger crosscut rabbit strip and golden brown ice dub spun on dubbing brush wire. The cheeks are fluorescent hot orange laser dub. The top is sculpin olive laser dub and the bottom white laser dub. The head is finished with Solares bone dry resin.